Brittany and I just completed El Camino de Santiago, the Way of St. James. As we walked over 500 miles from the Pyrenees in southern France, across northern Spain to the Atlantic Ocean, we were blessed with many amazing experiences. We learned a lot along the way. Each lesson we learned was a metaphor for life, applicable for happy living. The path directly in front of you can give you a glimpse of the future, but in order to truly appreciate the beautiful view, it's important to take time to look around you, basking in God's glorious greatness. When the path is narrow, you must take your turn leading and take your turn following. You were created to walk down a righteous path and to encourage others to do the same, although being a good follower is just as important. Sometimes it's nice to have someone else point out the snake holes for a change. Find balance in life. Take your time having genuine conversations that last for days, but also take your days of solitude to sing praise and to twirl your walking sticks. The natural environment will only cause minimal struggles with its rough terrain and undesirable weather. The difficulty of the weight of the pack on your shoulders is completely dependent on you. Keep what you need and give the rest to others in need. Go ahead, lighten your pack. The most commonly asked question on the Camino is, why are you here? Everyone has her own reason for walking. Each reason is just as meaningful as the next. Todos peregrinos son iguales. All pilgrims are equal. On the Camino, as in life, everyone moves at her own pace. There is not a right or wrong way to walk. Each person's pace is her own and is the perfect speed to get her where she's going. One day I turned around and walked the Camino backwards for a 5-mile stretch. As I passed fellow pilgrims walking in the opposite direction, a few people smiled, but most people looked at me confusedly and tried to tell me I was walking the wrong way. Sometimes when you begin walking in a different direction, people will assume that you don't know what you're doing. They may assume that you're walking the wrong way, when in fact you're just walking a different way, but you know exactly what destination you have in mind. Nothing that you have ever done or can ever do will make you superior to someone else, nor is anyone else any better than you are. The truth is that we are each talented and gifted in different ways. We were all fearfully and wonderfully made by the Lord. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. For example, walking across an entire country. Taking the right path may not always be the easy option, but it will be the most rewarding. Rely on grace to get you through the tough times, and remember that God's covenantal rainbow awaits you at the end of every storm. Every step that you take follows the footsteps of pilgrims before you. You are never alone on your journey. The trials and tribulations that you experience have been endured by many who preceded you. Find comfort knowing that the troubles of this world can and will be overcome. Reaching Santiago is not the purpose of the Camino, for only a journey can make the destination fulfilling. At the cathedral, we went to the English Mass. The priest summarized my feelings about this journey beautifully. You meet a lot of interesting people along the way, but probably the most interesting person that you met was yourself. Everyone that you met and everything that happened was not by coincidence, but all part of God's plan. We often get caught up in the details, all of the rules, regulations, and judgments of the Lord. But it is important to remember that above all else, God is a God of love. On the Camino, you realize your own tendencies towards judgment and slowness to forgive both yourself and others. This awareness allows you to begin to overcome these obstacles, and in doing so, the full extent of God's love can shine through you. The end of the Camino is just the beginning of your destiny. These are the lessons that I learned from the Camino. The way teaches different people different things, but know that what you take away from the trail is exactly what you were meant to have. Although you may never walk El Camino de Santiago, you will certainly walk down many long roads. Your journey may be trying some days, and a walk through the park other days. Lord, grant us the strength to walk with power, to live with humility, and to love unconditionally. Buen camino.